I said, just give it, sprayed everything down, give it a look good. So we're out here today working on Lola, Honda Civic. Needs rear brakes and rotors changed, making some noise. Place on the rotor. I'm gonna go ahead and just do both of them. It's a really easy job to an extent. I got pads, rotors. Steve's cleaning the caliper off. I already got the caliper off on that side, and I'm gonna clean the wheels while I'm at it too. So pads, rotors, and then I used a breaker bar and a 19 to get the wheel off. Jacked the car up by the rear subframe. Put the jack right here. See, there's a spot on the subframe where the factory jack goes, so the jack stand there. Now it'll be you'll have two sockets, two bolts here for the caliper, two bolts right here for the caliper bracket. You'll also have two set screws here. What I recommend you do is when you get it up in the air, spray some penetrating fluid in here, in these holes, and on your lug studs in here. That way it will soak in behind here. You can also spray it around here, and as you're working it will bust all that, get some of that corrosion loose. Another tool I recommend you get, 4-pound small sledgehammer. I tried with a mallet, it was just knocking at it. So you can use that to knock the rotor loose. It came off. As you can see here, here's that spot I was talking about. It's wearing, the caliper, or the pads are wearing weird. Hoping I don't have a stuck caliper. So, but I will get in here and I'll start telling you how to do this, and it's really easy. For the brake caliper, it is a 12mm socket there and there. For the bracket, it is a 14. It will be there and right there. The only thing that makes this hard is where this has the e-brake inside. It makes it a little hard to compress, but I'll show you a little trick I did. I have a tool for it if you have the right tool, but if you don't, I'll show you a little trick. Okay, so I got the caliper loose and the bracket loose. I had to go get this pipe, put a breaker bar on it, and have Steve hold it while I pulled up on it because it was just unbearably tight. So now what I'm going to do is take these screws out. Hopefully, the other side just came right out. This side probably. Of course not. I'm going to insert this in before so it'll look a little different. One thing you can try to do before you take everything apart is if you have somebody else with you, they can hold the brake while you break these loose.
You need to brake on?
Nope. That way it doesn't want to spin on you. So you might want to try doing these first. Here's guide screws. Switched it over to setting 2, the hammer setting, and it come out. So now the trick is to get the rotor off. Like I said, just give it, sprayed everything down, give it a look good. And it will come loose. And then once it's loose, it'll come off. So now that I got the rotor off, I'm going to show you a little trick in case you don't know how to get yours off or it gets stuck. If you notice, there are these threaded holes right here. These are the holes that your guide screws go in, but these holes go into these little flat spots. So what you can do is take a screw and thread into there. As you thread, it will hit here and start pushing that rotor out, and eventually it should pop loose. I've done it that way a few times. I've always learned to just go to town with a mallet, especially if you're going to replace them. If you're not going to replace them, use the screws. If you're going to replace them, go to town. Just take all the stress for the day out on it. So something to pay attention to here is these will only go in one way. You have to line this hole up with this hole. So what I do is I always try it at the top, okay? So you want the one hole to the left of the lug stud, hole to the left of the lug stud. Okay. Now then, these are Brembo. Got them at Napa. They were actually cheaper than the Napa brand, and they came with new screws. So we'll put the new screws back in. We'll try and compress this piston, and we'll almost be done.